BZmiatas. Today we're doing Part 7. Yeah, Part 7. I took a vacation for about 10 days, so it's been 2 weeks since I worked on this car. And right before I left, I pulled off a bunch of connections to the engine that I've never pulled off on any car before. And tried to label them as best as possible, according to my knowledge. I think most of them got labeled, and I have other things close enough to them that are labeled that I will be able to figure out the ones that aren't labeled just by, it's the only thing I could reach. The only issue with that is we're going to be stripping the rest of the loom off of the current harness and then redoing it as we push it through the firewall. And we're going to get back into that now and try and relocate our fuse box and different solenoids into the cabin. This is most of our mess as we have it now, and the only thing I've noticed since I've been back, the cicadas have stopped. Alright, so we've got this main harness all stripped all the way back to this boot, which actually ripped. And we have these two holes where the AC used to go in. One of the holes will be for the vacuum lines here, and then the other one will be for this fuse box. I don't think I'm going to strip this part of the harness around this, since it just sits in the engine bay later. Or it sits just right here next to the engine. It can be taken care of later when I take care of the rest of these little things. And so I need to start pushing this back through. There's some things to cut inside, and then we'll separate what needs to come up here under the fender for the headlights, and engine on this side might come down also through here. Alright, now that I got the harness pulled through, we have a very clean area over here. Well, clean as in there's not a lot of stuff. So I do need to wipe all of this down. I need to sort out where all those bolts go, because I'm not entirely sure. I think it's all for the cowl. And then we'll start working on this stuff, working on moving it inside, and then work on the harness itself. Before I work on interior, I think I'm going to move over to the driver's side and strip all of those wires on that piece. Alright, we've just got about everything we can stripped, and on the passenger side we have everything pulled through. We have this fuse box that I have to figure out how it disconnects either here or all the connections on the other end, because that box will not fit through any hole on the firewall. The passenger side, or sorry, driver's side harness is also stripped, and I'm not going to pull it through yet because I believe there's just one or two things that actually will go inside the interior, and the rest will be staying in the engine bay. It just needs to be reloomed and tucked away. Get a bit of a closer look now. You can see it's all very clean and tidy because nothing is there. Obviously it won't look this good once we have to put everything back in. Alright, I think I'm going to close this video out here. I'm going to try and do better on planning what I do in my videos, as they tend to just get carried away and I do one thing instead of doing something I said I was going to do in the beginning or at the end of the last video. So going forward, this video kind of short, just trying to move past some footage I have, and the next one might be a little disjointed too. But the ones following that should have a clear purpose, and I should be doing one thing, completing it, moving on to the next thing. And I think that'll make it a lot better. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps out. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.